Howdy folks, I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. I apologize if these last few episodes have been very, tutorialish and very slow moving on as far as gameplay is concerned. I just want to make sure that, I'm showing you guys everything I can, make sure I'm as detailed as it can be, so you can completely understand how the game works. So we're past most of that now. We still got, still some more tutorialish things I want to show you, of course, but we're ready to actually move on with some action here, so let's get going. Catch up with these guys. These four here don't really have that much important to say, so we're just going to move on. You can come up here and save again if you want. We don't really need to. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go through and save here real fast, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back and I'm saved. Let's go ahead and go back this way. We need to go back to the train. And train up with everybody. There's Biggs, Wade, and Jesse. Everybody get on board. We can jump in. And the train takes off. Yeah, is no private car? Oh look, this guy again. Nice suit. I have no idea what he's doing here. You scared the hell out of him. Boo! And Tifa saves the day. Oh, that's what that was. Mr. Serious about his work. I want that 2,000 gil. $11:45. Now is that 11:45 a.m. or p.m.? So in 3 minutes, we're going to jump off a moving train, so meanwhile Barrett's going to sit there and relax. Alright, let's go over here and talk to this guy. Alright. Barrett. Apparently Claude has nothing to say about it. What, you want to brag that you met a terrorist or met somebody from Avalanche? Why would you want to brag about that? Okay, whatever. Let's go over here and talk to Tifa. Yes, I have. Alright, if you want me to. Yeah. Wait, what? It's already been 3 minutes? A big say they were going to increase the security. They were probably going to increase the security in the last time we were on the train. Alright. Yeah, I noticed. Okay. What's going to happen here? This red flash is going to get on my nerves, so I apologize if I'm kind of leaning away from the screen here. What's going to happen here is we need to run out of this train as fast as possible. But before I do, I'm going to run down to the guy at the end of the train, the guy who talks about the train being his house, and talk to him because you get an item from him. And it's going to happen. That's going to happen in other places too. So, all right, we got 15 seconds. Run down here real fast. Yeah, just get through real quick. Got a Phoenix down. Talk to him. I don't think we get anything from this. Okay, yeah, move on. All right. Got out of car 1. Car number 2 locked down. All we gotta do here is just run straight out. Alright, here we go. Gonna run this way. Talk to this guy here. Yeah. Alright. Okay, we got a high potion off him. Alright, now we got a moment here to rest. Not very long, but we got a moment. Now, what I think is going to happen is a guy in the spiky hair there. He's going to pickpocket us. See, he just laughed, and we go back to him, catch him at the end of the train, and say, "That's right." And we get it back. I don't know what it is. He still don't know if it's money or whatnot, but we get it back from him. Nothing to do here. Just keep running past all these guys, and we're done. Once you get to this car, you're safe. Even though the lights are still flashing, you don't have to worry about the timer anymore. Okay, Tifa's room up there. We follow Tifa, and we talk to her. Actually, I think we can talk to Jesse. There we go. Yeah, they're great, just like a man. I'm so happy. I think. A little comedic moment there. I don't think I can get to this guy near the screen in the black suit. But if you go back here a little bit, you can see right here, it's Wedge. Yeah, you can tell it's Wedge because he doesn't have his hat on or his do-bag. Things like this. That's what you call a success, huh? Alright, let's go up here. Now we talk to Tifa to move on with the plot. You could have ignored Jesse and Wedge. You could just talk to Tifa and move on with the plot. I'm sorry, guys. That red flashing is bothering me, so I'm just going to kind of... I'll give you guys a second to look at the text, and we kind of move on, but that flashing just bothers me. Alright, okay. Now we go over here, talk to Barrett. Okay, now you got to talk to Tifa again. Leader always stays till the end, huh? Okie dokie. Yeah, whatever. Whee! Here comes Wedge. And after we all three jump off the train, we conveniently land next to each other. Going as planned. So, your plan was to get almost caught by Shinra's security and run down the train to prevent being caught by said security, and then jump off the train to avoid being caught by said security. That was your plan, Barrett. No, I don't think so. Let your guard down until we reach the Sector 5 reactor. We're still heading to Sector 5. Alright, we are facing the way we want to go to actually reach the Sector 5 reactor. Before we do, I want to do just a little bit of grinding. It's probably the only time I'm actually going to do any serious grinding. And it's a good grinding point because the enemies will spawn over and over and over again. Of course, there's enemies to fight along the way, random battles and such. But these enemies will spawn over and over again. And they're pretty decent for, they're pretty strong, so pretty decent for experience. So we're going to go this way first. Now don't worry, this is not like some kind of looping tunnel where even though all the maps look the same, you are actually moving. Then we have some new enemies here. These guys are annoying as piss. I'm going to cast Thunder on all these guys. Now I got a moment here because these guys are going to cast Silk on us, so they're just going to slow us down. But as you can see the red arrow next to the word Thunder there, it points you over to the small box over here, letting you know there's some more information about it. All one time. What that means is you can cast all once. So you can cast this thunder magic on all enemies only one time during this battle. As you level up the all material, you can use it more and more times per battle. Eventually, I think when you master it, you can use all unlimited times per battle. Alright, let's continue this way. There's several of these maps that, like I said, they all look alike, or the number on the left-hand side is the same and everything, but you are actually moving down the train tracks. Because eventually you'll reach a map that I'm looking for. Alright. Let's keep going. Oh, go to the battle here. Here's these guys again, and I'll just cut this battle out, so I'll be right back. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave this in because I want to say something. There are priorities to abilities in this game. As you select your character's abilities, they will commit those abilities, or they'll do those commands in the order that you did them. So let's say you put Cloud's command in first, then you put Tifa's command in, then you put Barret's command in. Well, then Cloud would go first, Tifa would go after that, and Barret would go after her. The exception to that is with limit breaks. Limit breaks get a priority turn. So let's say you have Cloud attack, have Tifa attack, and you have Barret use his limit break. Even if Tifa's turn, even if Cloud and Tifa have not gone yet, Barret will actually use his limit break first. So there's actually a strategy there, being able to use that to actually interrupt the enemy's AI script, because it actually stops the AI from doing their commands as well. So if the AI, the opposing enemy has an AI to actually do two commands back to each other, if you initiate a limit break after the first of the two commands, it will actually break the AI script, allowing Barret to use, or allowing the character to use that limit break before that enemy can use the second part of that AI script. So if you're ever trying to if you want to make sure that you get your attacks done in the right order, limit breaks get priority over anything else, and they're usually always initiated right away. So even if the enemy is about to prepare for a big attack, if you set a limit break up for your next attack, they will the limit break will launch before any other attack. Now, a smart thing would, or not what I did was what my setup is right now is a dumb idea, but another smart idea would be to help increase the likeliness of getting Barret's successive limit breaks, because like I said, you need kills in order to unlock the level 2 limit break. Is you should have put the lightning all materia, or there's going to be a lot of enemies weak to lightning in this area, so lightning all on Barret, and have him cast thunder on all the targets. That way he could have racked up his kills, but I'm not really that worried about it. Okay, here's the point we're looking for. This is the point I was looking for. We finally reached it. These two guys here, once you get close, Cloud will go, hey, we can't go any farther. Those are Cinder soldiers. But you can ignore Cloud and keep going, and get into and fight them, and then it'll loop over and over again. You fight them, you kill them, alarms will start going off, and Cloud will say, hey, we shouldn't stay here, we should go. You get the option to stay or leave. If you stay, more enemies will come, attack, cycle continues over and over and over again until you say leave. Cloud turns and runs away. So what I want to do here is I want to get going to get Tifa up to probably about level 10. Level 9 or 10. I want her to be a little higher than that. I want her to be closer to Barret and Cloud before we actually move on to the next area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off one battle here, show you how to stay here and grind, and then I'm going to cut out the rest of the battles and meet you guys after I get through with these battles. So I'll be back. Or I'll show you this first battle. As soon as we're going to turn back, keep going forward. There they are. They attack us. And these guys are the red versions of the grunts. These guys are called special combatants. Basically, they're not that much stronger than any of the other characters. They do a little more damage than your average character right now. But an all attached to Thunder should do the trick, I think. There you go. So just keep casting Thunder all, and you'll be fine. If you want to make sure everyone stays alive for this, make sure nobody, somebody other than Cloud, for example, or actually you can keep them all in the back row if you want to. For this strategy, put all three characters in the back row, so the special combatants' physical attacks don't do as much damage, and you just stand there and cast Thunder all on them every time over and over again. That way you can get lessen the damage and still gain plenty of experience. So I'm going to do that until Tifa gets to about level 8 or 9, maybe even level 10 if Cloud and or Barret get there. And once I've done that, I'll meet you guys back at meet you guys back on the train tracks, heading back toward where we started. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I've done the little grinding I was telling you about, and I used up most of my MP, but that's okay. But I did get Tifa up to level 9, so that's about close enough to where I wanted to get. And along the way, Cloud and Barret got to level 10, and Tifa went from level I think 6 or 7 to 9. So that's about where I wanted to go. I wanted to be closer to Cloud and Barret's level before we actually moved on to the next major area. So I got it where I wanted, so I'm happy with that. Downside is I used up all my MP. Upside is Tifa's limit break is now charged, so on the next battle I will keep it in, and I will show you Tifa's limit break, Tifa's first limit break, show you how it works as far as the slots that it uses. It uses a little slot machine kind of thing, and show me getting the achievement for it. Here's the battle. There we go. Probably those damn gas strikes again. Yeah, those damn things. Alright, go ahead and use Cloud's limit break here. Braver. Tifa. We have to see this hit, and yeah, what we want to do is we want it to land on yeah, just like that, and it randomly picks a target, and we'll do critical hit. So every time Tifa gets, there's our achievement, using Beat Rush. Every time Tifa uses, gets her limit break, for every limit break skill she has, she gets one slot that appears on the screen, and you get the option of hit or yeah. As you get later on in the abilities, as they get higher levels, the slot changes from just hit and yeah to hit yeah and miss. If you land on miss, the ability will not initiate. If you hit yeah, it will at least it's just a fighting here. Tifa will at least attack with a normal hit. If you land on yeah, she'll hit for a critical hit, which when the screen flashes, that means you scored a critical hit, whether it's a regular attack or it's with a limit break. So you can potentially have Tifa hit 7. You get 7 total limit breaks, 2 per category, 2 level 1, 2 level 2, 2 level 3s, and then 1 level 4. So therefore, that's a total of 7 limit breaks. You can potentially have Tifa hit for 7 critical hits. Sometimes she hits more than once, but well, actually no, each hit only counts once, right? I think it does. But you can potentially have her hit for 7 critical limit breaks. So that's very nice. But you have to. But like I said, the farther along you get on the more powerful limit skills she has, the ya's become harder to get to, and the misses become more plentiful. So you're more likely to actually miss with those limit skills. So what you want to do in those cases, most of the time I just like try and go in for hits, just so I can make sure I actually initiate that limit skill. Also, as you're leveling up skills, in order to, like I said, to learn the next limit break, you have to use those skills. In order for, let's say, Tifa to learn her skill B of her level 2 limit breaks, she has to use skill A of her level 2 limit breaks a certain number of times. Well, if that slot for that particular skill is up there, and you hit the miss on the slot, that will not count toward using it toward the advancement of the next skill. You have to actually at least hit in order to actually get credit for leveling up toward that second limit break. So you want to keep that in mind. Alright, let's work our way back the way we were. And you'll know when you've actually gotten back to where you were, because the screen that follows this one will be the one that we're looking for, and I'll show you what it is when we get there. Oh, we gotta do it again. These guys are called missile launchers, I believe. Rocket launchers. These guys are all strictly machines, but since I don't have any lightning materia or amount of MP on Cloud, these battles are going to take a little while because these guys take forever to fire. But not as bad as the gas strikes, which cast that silk when you're slowing you down. But if I had some MP on Cloud, I'd just cast lightning all and annihilate all these guys. I'll just go with constant attacks here. But a single wave of lightning all would have gotten rid of him in a single shot. So, but oh well. I could probably transfer the all material over to Barret so he could get some kills because he's got some MP. But I'm not that worried about it. Pretty soon I'll be coming across like a save point, and I can get all my stuff back, all my MP back. Alright. I think this is going to be the last one right here. Yes, it is. Alright, this is where we need to go. If we had not gone toward the screen to go fight to do all that grinding that I did, if we had just gone forward from where we got off the train, we would have come right here. We were only one screen away. So, that way you kind of have an idea where we are. Alright, we can't go past those beams. All we can do is go this way. Go over here, this little thing here. Gotta look down into it. Let's look inside. If we say don't go, this gives you an opportunity to turn around and go back. If you say look inside or go down, you're going in, and this is technically a point of no return. I mean, we're not near the end of the game, of course, but this is a point of no return. We can't come back here and do more grinding. So if you want to grind after you've already talked to this duct, make sure you say the last response, no, we're not going down there. We won't be able to come back. Okay, if you say don't, this is your last chance. You say don't go, everybody will just round up and we won't go down there. But to say go down, you lose the chance to do any more grinding, and so and you'll proceed on with the plot. So let's do that. We're done grinding for now. And Barrett bitches anyway by getting the chills, because apparently he's claustrophobic. Alright, we're down here. Grab this and Ether. Very useful, especially right now. But I think I'm going to hang on to it. Go over here, and Cloud automatically goes down a little ladder. And we're over here. Over here, I come toward the screen, down this ladder. And now we're right in the middle of the screen. You can see it's right there. See the little arrow is? Right there. Okay. Let's go all the way down this ladder. Now we have a couple options here. There's a ladder here on the left. You see this red arrow on the left-hand side of the screen? We can go up there, but there's another passageway just a little farther down that takes us to basically the same spot. But if you go in here, you have to kind of like go down, around, and back to where we would end up if we just went straight up through here. So it's two ways to the same path. Doesn't really matter. We get some new enemies in this area, though, I believe. Yes, we do. Those goo guys in the back. I think they're called Blue Shoes? Blue Goos. I have no idea. I assume they're probably weak. They look like they're water creatures. I assume they're weak to lightning. Ooh, critical hit there. You see how the screen flashed? It means we scored a critical hit. And even though Tifa punches twice, she only hits once. It only counts for one hit. We're going to use Tifa's limit break here again. Yeah. That way Tifa gets credit for using her limit break. Kaboom! 60 damage. It's early on it is. Considering our normal attacks are doing like 20 damage. And there they go. Alright, take everything. Alright, now let's move on. We'll go over here, this side, because it's a little bit shorter. I think, in my opinion, it's a shorter route, not as much. You go up that ladder, you have to do a lot of crawling, which takes a little more time. Vector's up this ladder, so go around here and go up this ladder here. And we end up right here, where Jessie is. Oh. Ah. Oh well. If you go through this vent right here, you'll come out at that other ladder that I showed you in the earlier that was on the left side of the screen. Let's grab this potion here. Go over here. You'll start descending. Now what you want to do here is you want to keep holding the ascend button down, the down button down, because I went down here and then like stopped. And I thought he was going on, but I didn't, because I thought he was done. I realized even though he's out of the screen, there's still more down he's got to go. So keep holding down, and eventually the screen will shift. So you have to go kind of down a long way before you shift there. So keep that in mind for that part. So I was like, okay, what's going on? My game freeze? Oh, I got to go down farther. Okay. Right here. There's Biggs. We're going to pull out. We'll meet at the hideout. Count on us to blow up the reactor. Alright, we need to go up that ladder to blow up the reactor, but first, a battle! Anything new here? Nope, nothing new here, so I'll be right back. Alright, go up here, grab this little bag. This gives you a tent. What is a tent? Tent is essentially like a mega elixir. It allows you, it completely heals your HP and MP, but it's only usable at save points. So, like now, item, tent, everybody's recharged. And that's why I didn't want to worry about using that ether, because I knew I was close to getting a tent. Alright. With that, we're all healed up. I'm going to save, and we're going to move on to the Sector 5 reactor in the next episode of Final Fantasy VII. I hope you guys have been enjoying this series so far. I've been enjoying playing it. I love this game to death. Been a while since I've played it, but I'm still enjoying it, still loving it. And we got a lot more to go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. I'm Scoryth the Crimson Renegade. Still trying to get used to that. I'll see you later.